Greetings and welcome back to the channel. My name is Henry, aka Old Dude on Steam and on Discord, and we are here today to play 7 Days to Die. Now, as you can see, it's day 7, so of course we have to give the day 7 disclaimer. And I keep pointing to the fucking screen like you can see it, because it's day 7 and it's just about we're about ready to face the Horde. So, I have a potty mouth, I curse like a drunk sailor, and I curse like people pay me to fucking do it. As you can see, I can't even get through that sentence without saying the F word. So, if adult harsh language is offensive to you, I may not be the channel for you. I bid you good day. But that said, though, let's go check out the Horde base. It's literally right next door, and it's done. I spent the day today working on it. Doesn't really take much to do when you don't have that much to sincerely worry about. It's a relatively simple build. Zombies climb up here, like so, try to come over to get at me. They fall off. This is to keep spiders and stuff from jumping at me. They fall down. If they stick the landing, great. They get bludgeoned by me waiting on the other side with weaponry. Otherwise, they fall to the ground, and then I have means to shoot them or blast them in the face with explosives or even a stupid Molotov cocktail, provided I don't set myself on fire, which chances are I will. So yeah, I stand here and fight. I can shoot them as they're going up. I've got my guns, I've got my bow, I got all my rounds. Don't have a whole hell of a lot, so we're going to try to conserve them. I do have some pipe bombs, and we're going to try to conserve them as well for when they fall down. I have a double method of opening this. I can do that and close it and walk on it, and then bad guys can crawl underneath, I believe, and then I just close this again and then close that again. And this is wood shutters. I don't know how much health it actually has, but eventually that would be upgraded to like wood, iron, and then maybe even steel, depending on how far along we get. Now, in the spirit of full disclosure, I have an off-camera game that I have been playing, and I have reached a point where, quite honestly, I'm not really finding it very interesting anymore. I have a baseball bat, and that is game-changing. I'm going to tweak a couple settings on this particular game to see if maybe it can up the excitement level a little bit. But as far as the other game goes, I've literally stopped playing it, and I don't have any intentions of going back to playing it. I'm going to keep doing this because, well, I started this. I may as well go with it as far as I can, um, just to keep the channel alive, I guess. Because nobody really is interested in watching me play Ark. At least I don't think they are. And I don't really know if I want to record that. I've talked about it. I'm not positive I want to do it, though. I should probably take this block out. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. It's kind of in the way. Nah, never mind. Nah, we'll just leave it. I do have cobblestone and wood for repairs for everything. I've got, like I said, I've got Molotovs if I decide to use them. I have 9mm rounds. I mean, I don't even know why. I don't have a 9mm gun. Oh, what I don't have is things to prevent like sprains and that and such, like splint, cast, anything like that. I don't have any of that crap with me. Uh, no, you know what? We'll keep that handy too because I can use that for bleed damage. Yeah, I don't really see me using a bow very much with this. I don't see me using a stone axe very much with it, but I feel the need to keep it in my inventory. I have pipes for repairing my pipe machine gun, and as I said, I have pipe bombs. So, but the majority of the night I'm hoping to do is just melee. You know, I don't think this is going to be a very big or even a very exciting torches. That's what I forgot. I wanted to put a couple torches up here. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very large or very exciting horde. I could be mistaken. Off-camera game, my first horde night was nothing too fantastic. I think it was done by like 12:30. I did have some points to spend. I upped some other mining 69, miner 69er and motherload, and I think I put the other points. I had three. Did I do it in? I thought I might have put it in the better barter. Well, I forget where I put it now, but I have to up these things too. But in order to do that, I need to get this going. So I'd like to get this up to 4, maybe even 5. If I get like 2 or 3 points tonight, that's where it's all going to go. It's going to go into intellect and maybe work on that. I had a whole rant in my head that I was going to do, but you know what? It really doesn't matter at this point. This is what it is. There are things that I see that I like. There are things that I see that I don't like. Overall, with the exception of a few really, to me, things that are super important. I like Alpha 21. I've even tried. It's not an overhaul mod, but it's called District Zero, which is a mod that basically replaces all the zombies in favor of robots. It was kind of cool. It's nothing more though than vanilla with robots. It looks amazing though. So, without further ado, Horde Night 1 for Henry. I don't know where they're coming from. Sounds like they're coming from the north. Okay. They climb up the steps. They get up on top. They fall. They don't stick the landing. They fall down. Some of them stick the landing. Ooh, like old Jiggly Titties here. And then even she fell off. So, this is working as intended. Now, when they do start beating on things like that dude there, I shoot him in the butt and he starts to move. Alright, dude. Oh, the pile-up effect. Yeah, I gotta... When I build an actual horde base for this, if I do, I have to compensate for that build-up effect, or stacking effect that they like. Come on, just climb. Look at them, they can't even make the stick the landing. So it works. It works as intended. Does exactly what I want it to do. Keeps them coming. And like I said, if they stick the landing, then they get bludgeoned. Otherwise, it's kind of rinse or repeat. And another thing that I would do is... Oh, how did he hit me? I don't know how he hit me. Another thing I would do is I would put... Are you serious? I would put spikes down below. So when they fall into a pit of basically what's supposed to be like utter death. Hey, you. Get climbing. I don't really have the bullets to do that. I shouldn't waste them. I don't know why they insist on stopping to do that. Yeah, I should have taken this block out. Hey, lady. Well, at least I know this dual bar thing, they can't get through it. And, oh, they have been hitting that. So yeah, working as intended. You know, not an overly exciting way to do Horde Night. It's basically just a process of watching them ring around the rosy for the most part. That's always fun. Explosives are always fun. Take notes on that, kids. Explosives equal fun. Now, there he is. Okay, I was wondering where he went. There's a construction guy, that guy right there that ran around the side and didn't know where he went. So, you know what? Let's chuck one or two more of these. That seems to be a good spot right there. Well, there's 1 point, advanced engineering. Or intellect. What are they doing? Are they being up on the side? Yeah, they're coming around the side. I wonder if it's because I'm not out far enough. I don't know. But this is not the permanent horde base anyway, so it doesn't really matter what they do, because the permanent horde base is going to be a standalone structure. There was a lot of them there. Yeah, that worked good. Yeah, it's going to be a standalone structure that I build. And it'll be pretty basic. I mean, it'll be exactly the same as this, except it'll be a pillar that I stand on. And I did solidify some of this, not all of it, but you know, the overall point of this was just to get through the first Horde Night, which, as you can see, it's working swimmingly. So, oh, come on, get him. So, mission accomplished. Now, I am thinking about doing something. Someone in the comments told me that if I log out on Horde Night beforehand, like once the horde stops, if I log out and log back in, the horde will pick up again. So I'm debating trying that. We'll see. Come on, guys, you can do better than this. Anybody else? Yeah, see, they're beating up around the outside, I think, because I'm not in the spot I'm supposed to be, I guess. I don't know. Pathing is still weird for me on this. I don't quite understand it. You know, in the older mod version, look, hey, that's his leg. We had it all pretty much on lockdown. We knew how we could path him. We knew how we could force him to path. But in this alpha, no clue. So, everything is basically an experiment. Oh! Whoopsie. Boy, if we had a nickel for every time Henry's fucking done something stupid like that, huh? guys... What are you doing down there, lady? Knock it off. Oh, I hate that shit. Alright, come on. How is that? How did I fall through that? Somebody explain that to me. Okay, shutter is closed. Nice. I love that effect. Love that effect, too. I love the way you can take their heads and body parts off now. That should have been implemented from day fucking one. Yeah, they're zombies, man. You have to be able to take their heads off and dismember them. Worked in Evil Dead. See, it's quiet. Did you see him? Did he jumped? Yeah, it's quiet. So that tells me that this might be the last of them. No, I guess there are some more coming. It's raining zombies. I guess they're beating on the side of this too. Like I said, this is just temporary. This was just to get me started. Give me an idea of what I'm in for. The second Horde night that I did off camera, I had already had a structure like this built. So it went really, really easy. Alright, there's a lot of them. We'll see how many of them fall. And then we'll drop... Oh, Mo stuck the landing. Get them all, get them all, get them all. Nice. And once again, the XP is set to 150%. I couldn't bring myself to go 200. I just couldn't. I don't know. I don't know how the game stage would affect me with this within the Alpha 21. What I mean by that is higher level, higher game stage, and in this, I don't know what I don't know what I would see as far as the zombies go. You know, so keep it at 150 for the moment. It's still set to survivalist. I didn't up the difficulty at all. I will be honest, I am having a little bit of issues when it comes to looting buildings and whatnot, but nothing to where it's like I'm not afraid. And I know that might sound stupid, but I'm not. I don't get the same sense of fear and terror as I do when I go into a POI in one of the mods. And once again, I apologize. I know I sound like a broken fucking record, but it's just the mods. I cannot wait for the mods. You know, there's the main thing that 7 Days to Die has wrong is there's no goal. Okay, and what I mean by that is and I'll use Darkness Falls as the primary example. In Darkness Falls, there's a quest line, stories, and there's a goal. There's a mission that takes you to a place where you get laser technology. That is your quest chain. It leads you up to that point. Age of Oblivion, you have to go and face Turdlinger in his castle and take him out. Ravenhurst, you have to get into the wasteland and I guess discover the secret behind Ravenhurst is what I would guess you would call it. Ravenhurst is a little wonky on the endgame quest line, if you will, but it still has an endgame quest line. There's nothing. Okay, there's just build, survive, rinse, repeat. That's it. There's no goal, really, other than goals that I would set for myself. I'm not that fucking creative. We've talked about this before. I'm really not. Give me something to do. Give me quests other than these. And don't get me wrong, I like the trader quests. The loot for them has been much improved, so they're a viable option to get you by. But gotta have more than that. To me, I gotta have more than that. And that's where I think the vanilla version fails. It's not. It's a lack of content. We'll just say that. That's really what's going to not make me want to continue is a lack of content. Just literally doing this over and over again. I mean, all right, now he's dead. That sounds like the end of the Horde. It's 1:30 in the morning. Now, once again, like I said, somebody suggested Jeremy Phillipson. I always forget his full fucking name, but he suggested that I exit the game and the Horde will start up again if it's done before 1 o'clock. I don't think we're going to do that now. I think we will save that until night 14. What I am hoping to find, though, are some mechanical parts or a fucking engine so I can scrap it into mechanical parts. Because I'm unable to make a workbench right now due to my lack of mechanical parts. And scrapping an engine would fix that. Okay, so that's day one, or Night 7 Horde completed. We got, what do we get? We got 2 points out of that. So right into Advanced Engineering, or Intellect we go. We're just going to pop both points right into that. Now that takes me down to 4, which will allow me another point in Advanced Engineering, a point, would that give me 2 points? Yeah, 2 points into Grease Monkey, and I might actually do a point into Physician too. When I've got the points for this. And all this stuff will allow me to do is find books, craft things faster, get more experience for stuff that's crafted, or well, let's just double check it since we have the time. Gain 15% XP from, oh, excuse me, from electrical traps. This stuff crafts cheaper. Items craft faster and workbenches and cement mixers. Yeah, okay. All right, this doesn't suck. I like the new system. I absolutely do. It forces you to get out there and get the books. But I know it's not for everybody. I've read some stuff online where people are bitching that they don't like to really their idea of the aspect of the game that they enjoy is fucking mining and building. They don't want to go out and loot. And I get that, like I say it all the time, play your game. You play your game how you want to play it. Christ, I just told my daughter that yesterday when we were talking about Minecraft. I say it all the time, play your game the way you want to play it, and I mean that shit. That's not just a slogan. I mean that, to each their own. And, I don't understand why they would I don't understand why they felt the need to force people to do things their way. I read a lot of stuff on forums and message boards prior to Alpha 21, and people were bitching about this as well as singing its praises. I, for one, I go both ways. I can go looting. I can go mining. I can sit around a base and build. I can do whatever I need to do because I enjoy all aspects of the game. But not everybody is the same as me, obviously. Nobody's really as fat as me for the most part. At least I hope not. But not everybody's interested in playing the game to go out and loot. They like to build, and especially for horde bases. I've seen people that do nothing but fucking horde bases, and they're magnificent. And that's all they want to do. They want to build and mine. I get that. I really do. So in order to force people to go and do things a specific way, not necessarily, I don't agree with it at all. I think it's kind of shitty. I'm not really sure why they felt the need to do it, but I, for one, I like the new system. I like having to go out and loot to find things. I like having to put points into specific things to increase your chances of finding things. Because the fact of the matter is your chances of you know what? Yeah, we'll wait until next Horde night. Your chances of finding, say, a vehicle book is the same as finding a medical book when you have no points in either perk. You might, and you might not. It's an RNG, But the moment you start putting points up into these perks, those chances start to increase. I like that. It kind of specializes you a bit and keeps you in a specific area. Now, once you start getting enough points to really spread things out a little bit, I think the perks kind of become, I don't want to say moot, but they really don't seem like they're gonna, help me out nearly as much, especially once I've got everything crafted. And the reason I'm gonna say this is because I just watched Glock 9 respec this morning, and he drank the Forgetting elixir, and he put all his points basically into combat stuff. I just want to make sure I got that right. I don't want to misquote anything. I think that's where he put everything. Fuck, I hate when I do that. But even still, the fact of the matter is you don't have to really. Um, you know what? Never mind. Forget it. I'm not. I actually just lost my train of thought like a fucking moron. So just forget it. Um, the overall point being, though, is I don't necessarily agree with forcing people to have to go out and do this when it may not be what they really enjoy doing in the game. I, for one, am a fan of it because I have no issue with going out and looting and doing POIs and whatnot. And I don't generally think most people do either, but there are definitely a niche. I don't even know how you fucking say that, of players that absolutely get their enjoyment from, like I said, staying around base and building. Understand that. You play your game, man. You play your game. Enjoy it the way you fucking want to enjoy it. Can't fault you at all for that. But, it is what it is at this point. I'm happy with what I've seen for Alpha 21. I can't wait for it to be applied into my true game loves for this, and that's the mods. Fingers crossed they're going to be done soon. I can tell you this much: Piper Mac has put an experimental version of it, and on his Discord, he's got links to that. And if you're not on the Age of Oblivion Discord, um, eh, I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I can throw some links up somewhere for it. But he is telling you flat out that he has a version of it up that's experimental. It is in no way even remotely close to a finished product. Says he knows there's a lot of shit missing, but that's kind of why he threw it out there, just so he could get some help to test and see, what exactly is missing. So I know this has been probably not one of my more interesting episodes. I also know that, the Horde Knights aren't going to really get much better than that unless I log out and log back in. I know it's been Henry rambling and, bitching a little bit, but, it is what it is. I apologize if it's not, your cup of tea. But if you did like the content, please like, join, and subscribe. Tell your folks, tell your friends, tell your families. Remember to hit that bell notification so you can be alerted to further bitchings about Alpha 21. And like I said, I will continue this as long as it can hold my interest. I give you my word. I will play this as long as it holds my interest. And right now, I'm still interested. I don't see me losing interest in it entirely yet, but I'm crossing my fingers so that I don't. But anyway, until next time, we'll probably pick this up. I think I'm going to give myself a day or two to do some exploration and see what's going on around me because, well, there's not really a whole lot in this town. The trader that she wants to send me to, what trader does she want to send me to? Let's see real quick. Oh, okay. That's to the southwest. So maybe we'll go check that out and I don't know. But anyway, it'll probably be day 9, maybe day 10. We'll see. I got a lot of stuff I want to do around here as far as upgrading and maintaining and whatnot. And then I got to find a fucking engine or some mechanical parts to make a workbench. So until next time, play your game. Have fun. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.